For more on it, NewsNation media contributor Colby Hall is joining us. Colby, when they start talking, we'll take that live. But thank you and welcome, as always. Appreciate you joining us. What is the crux of this lawsuit? What are the allegations against Live Nation from the DOJ?
Well, first of all, this is huge and great news for anyone who likes to see live music. Basically, what they're saying is Live Nation has a complete monopoly because they own Ticketmaster, they control 80% of the large venues, they really control the talent through their agency as well, which means there's no competition, and they price gouge. They raise prices to an absurd level, and this was kind of brought to light by Taylor Swift. Like, is there anything Taylor can't do? And that sort of raised attention to Congress, and now they want to break up the monopoly.
And the question a lot of people have, I mean, even me included, when you're looking at the price to go see a Taylor Swift concert, I think I looked at Indianapolis, her upcoming concert there. I mean, for an obstructed view seat, it's still $2,000. So who's making the money? Is it Taylor Swift? Is it Live Nation? Is it a combination when tickets are that high?
Well, certainly Taylor's making a lot of money. In fact, most artists make most of their money from live touring, but she's not seeing that $2,000. There's, once it's gone digital, Ticketmaster, which was acquired by or merged with Live Nation in 2010 under the Obama administration, it's worth noting, they basically created this monopoly, and sort of bots will then go buy these tickets, keeping it from real fans, and drive up prices. It's the secondary market that drives up. It's just not fair. And so, yes, Taylor's making money, but she's not making market price, or any artist for that matter, because there's these secondary sellers. Now, it's not clear who exactly is running these bots, but the fact that Ticketmaster and Live Nation didn't really seem to do anything to sort of disabuse that process suggests that maybe they were benefiting from that as well as some sort of underworld people that we don't quite know yet.
So you've got this suit from the DOJ. What, if anything, has Live Nation said so far to defend itself and its practices?
Well, they claim, basically that, government should not interfere. It's a true market, and that they should just they stand to make a ton of money. So they want status quo. But, it's funny here that this is the pendulum of regulation. Forever we heard that we want government to get out of sort of regulating business so that the free market can take over. Well, that pendulum swings too far, and these monopolies create situations where the end consumer gets really gouged and really hurt. So anyone that wants to see, whether it's Bruce Springsteen or Taylor Swift, or even very often like the local venues in New York City or Indianapolis or LA, they're owned by Live Nation. They're run by Ticketmaster. The artists have to agree to a deal with them for 7 to 10 years, and it just doesn't make any sense to the end consumer. So this is where it's being unwound.
I saw Garth Brooks at Notre Dame Stadium in the last couple of years for under $100. I could see him on the stage. I wasn't front and center, but gone are the days where you can see the artist that you want to see for that kind of price, right? It's few and far between. When, Colby, did we start to see the shift where these prices went astronomical?
So I'm old enough to remember when Pearl Jam was the first to make a big stink about Ticketmaster in sort of the early mid-90s, because they saw that Ticketmaster had sort of had great ownership and created their own monopoly just on the ticket sales. Now, cut to 2010, where Live Nation had already sort of controls and owns all these sort of venues. They merged with Ticketmaster. 2010 is when it really sort of took off. And what's sort of great about this sort of movement by the DOJ is that it's the rare thing that has bipartisan approval. Amy Klobuchar has led this from the Democratic side, but Republican members of Congress also see that this is unfair. So perhaps the Taylor Swift will unite a divided nation by bringing attention to just how sort of corrupt and unfair this is. But yeah, ironically, this happened under the Obama administration in 2010, which will sort of mute some Democratic complaints that this is a Republican thing. It's a corporate thing, and I think Americans will benefit from this once it unfolds.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.